Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I've never owned a prepaid phone. That is to say, having access to some kind of device that had a certain amount of minutes stacked up. I've never purchased minutes individually. I've always been attached to one plan or another. That being said, prepaid cell phone service is certainly valid. In certain situations, if you have a family and one of them wants to have mobile service and you don't want to buy a full-on plan, maybe a pay as you go or a prepaid plan may work in your benefit. We've got an article for you. It's linked in the video description titled "Paid or Prepaid Cell Phone Service, Which is Right for You?" And see, it's not that one is better. It's just that one may be better in certain situations. I'm going to go ahead and +1, tweet that. Like it, and hopefully you will as well. Ron, dives in and really explains that there are quite a few of these plans and phones that are decent. I mean, they're not going to be top of the line phones, but certainly 3G service would be available on these phones. The way that you would accommodate this, if you were budget conscious, if you had multiple people within the family, you weren't on a family plan, if you wanted to make sure you didn't go over. So in Ron's, planning for this article, he wanted to share some of the facts from personal experience with his family, friends, neighbors, and associates. So just reading a few of the points from the article. He says, in his small part of the world, what most people use is currently what we call a dumb phone, or one used for making texts and calling. Talking and texting, when the emphasis on texting, is the dominant form of communication. And when someone wants to surf the internet or participate on one of the social networking sites, it's generally done on a computer, not a smartphone. But if they wanted to make that leap to a better phone without actually signing up for a plan, a prepaid plan may be the route to go without committing fully. And as he notes, and I think we all have this problem, at least here in the United States, the biggest hurdle isn't deciding whether you want a prepaid plan or just a plan outright for your service. It's knowing which carrier you would go with. And I guess my greater curiosity in conjunction with this article is to find out, for those of you who do have phone service, are you prepaid? Why? Are you on a paid service? Why did you choose that over the other, if it was even a choice? And what have you found in terms of accommodating this within your own economic needs and workflow? Again, I'm only speaking from the experience of having only been on outright paid service, never really a pay-as-you-go. Might consider that if I was traveling internationally, if that was ever a possibility, so that I knew that I wasn't going to damage my own plan and I could just use it for making certain calls or communicating in one-offs, whether it's a text message or, I could potentially use a phone and connect to the internet. They are at least there, not they're at least there, although it still is technically correct. If you didn't realize that you can get a decent phone, may not be something that you would love to use every day, but it could save you a lot of money if you don't use it as often as you might have used a phone that was only available on a full-on paid subscription plan to a service. So which one are you? Prepaid? I said it right that time. Or full-on service?